Hello everyone, I am Umadevi, Assistant Professor, Department of CS with Cybersecurity. Let's discuss about round robin algorithm. Let's see the introduction. Round robin is a CPU scheduling algorithm where each process is cyclically assigned a fixed time slot. It is a primitive version of the first come first serve CPU scheduling algorithm. It generally focuses on time sharing technique. The period of time for which a process or job is allowed to run in a preemptive method called time quantum. Each process or job present in the ready queue is assigned the CPU for that time quantum. The execution of the process is completed during that time, then the process will end, else the process will go back to the waiting table and wait for its next turn to complete the execution. Let's see the characteristics. It is a simple, easy to implement and starvation free as all processes get a fair share of CPU. It is preemptive as processes are assigned CPU only for a fixed slice of time. Next we see the advantages of round robin. Each process gets an equal share of the CPU. The newly created process is added to the end of the ready queue. The round robin scheduler generally employs time sharing, giving each job a time slot or time quantum. While performing a round robin scheduling, a particular time quantum is allotted to different jobs. Each process gets a chance to reschedule after a particular quantum time in this scheduling. The disadvantages are larger waiting time and response time, and it has low throughput and there is more context switches and Gantt chart seems to come too big. Time consuming scheduling for small quantum. Let's see the example. Let's consider the following table of arrival time and burst time for 4 processes P1, P2, P3 and P4, and the time quantum given is 2 for each process. For process 1, burst time is 5 millisecond, P2 4 millisecond, P3 2 millisecond, P4 1 millisecond, and arrival time is also given for each process. At time 0, process P1 only arrives. So, P1 only completes. At the time of 2, P2, P3, P1 are waiting in the waiting table. At time 2, P2, P3, P1 completes at the time of 8. After 8, P4, P2, P1 are in the ready queue. At time 8, the process P4, P2 and P1 are in ready queue and P3 already completes its execution. The remaining burst time for P1 is 1 millisecond and P2 for 2 millisecond and P3 0 millisecond and P4 1 millisecond. Let's calculate the completion time, turnaround time and waiting time. To calculate completion time, time at which the process completes its execution. For turnaround time, time difference between completion time and arrival time. That is turnaround time equal to completion time minus arrival time. For waiting time, the time difference between turnaround time and burst time. Let's calculate by using the Gantt chart. To calculate turnaround time, completion time minus arrival time. For process P1, the turnaround time is 12 and P2 10, P3 is 4, P4 is 5. Waiting time, P1 is 7, P2 is 6, P3 is 2, P4 is 4. To calculate the average turnaround time, sum of all the turnaround time divided by total number of process. We get the value is 7.7, and same as average waiting time, calculate all the waiting time and divided by 4, we get the average waiting time. That's all about the round robin algorithm. Thank you.